Pre-season is finally over and the 26-27 championship season begins at Fradham Park on Saturday. Will Pompey spend the season fighting against relegation once again, or will we be looking towards 8th place and higher? As usual, all will be debated and discussed on the Play Up podcast. Hello and welcome to the new season. I'm Scott Mclachlan and I'm joined by a horde of Pompey fans from near and far to chat about Pompey this season. And without further ado, I shall introduce the 5 on the panel this episode. First up is the man with all the answers, because he sets the quiz questions. It's Phil.
Welcome to Jazz Club.
Now that's the kind of response I was looking for. Thank you very much. Next, it's someone who was recently called the Mistress of Mirth and is making her debut. It's Kim.
What was I recently called?
You were called the Mistress of Mirth.
Who by?
Well, it was on a chat that we're all on. I can't remember, but I picked that up very recently.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you for joining us, Kim, and good luck on your debut. I'm sure you'll be a great contribution to the pod. And our first European, who originally hails from the Midlands but now lives in Switzerland, it's Simon.
Nice.
See where this is going. And the penultimate guest has the catchphrase, "Nothing matters until the end of the season." It's Reece.
Good evening, all.
I don't know which episode you're going to say it in, but you're definitely going to say it very soon, aren't you?
I'll get it in this one, don't worry.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, get it in early. And last, and very definitely least, it's our man in Berlin, Adam. How are you doing?
Guten Abend zusammen. Yeah, all good here, thank you.
Brilliant. Thank you very much for that. So how's everyone feeling? I'm really excited, especially with the news with Kamara coming back on Monday.
Yeah, I'm really up for it. I've got all the pre-season anxiety and adrenaline going. I'm super up for it now.
Yeah, me too. I think I wasn't particularly up for the West Ham game on Saturday. It felt like an extra game that we didn't really need, if only to, as a pre-season to get the legs going, but it just felt like a bit of a non-event. But yeah, I definitely feel excited with Kamara coming back and the possibility of a few more goals being scored this season and some proper delivery for our strikers.
Striker at the moment. We've only got 1.5 because Moretzi, the good-looking Moretzi, he's not quite there yet. So we got to rely on Bishop for at least a couple of games.
But hopefully, service to the strikers soon to be will improve our XG for this season.
Yeah, because Phil, that's what we lacked last season, wasn't it? Really, a goal threat for most of the season, apart from in very brief periods where someone would score a couple.
Yeah, absolutely, and we lacked someone saying XG as well. So well done, Kim, for introducing that fantastic phrase.
Can we if this starts, can we ban that and any modern turnover as well? That gets a yellow card and a red card.
We want jargon.
Given our lack of goals and lack of striker options last season, I think it's quite good to talk about XG personally.
Yep.
I like this bit. If anybody mentions a low block, I'm out.
I think that was Phil last year, but anyway.
No, it was definitely not me.
So based on that, Phil, I think because we've had quite a few ins and outs over the last 2 or 3 weeks. I know we covered some of them earlier in our couple of pre-season pods, but you've volunteered to give us a quick rundown of the squad as it stands and where we might look to bring in another couple.
Yeah, so it was more in keeping with we were having a conversation about how many players we've got and how on earth we're going to whittle that down to 25. And because of the way squad rules work, it's not actually as difficult as it might sound. So the current state of play of our squad is we have 40 professionals on the books, which sounds like a lot. Of those 40, 3 are currently out on loan. So that's Mackenzie Kirk, who is at Barnsley, Jordan Williams, who is at Blackpool, and Toby Stewart is with the Super Jays up in Scotland. So that takes us down to 37. So then we're thinking, right, we've still got to get a squad of 25 out of this. But of that, under 21 players that you own and develop, they don't count towards the 25. So we've got 9 of those. But always very important to remember, under 21 loanies, such as Benjamin Arthur, who's just come in from Brentford, they don't count as under 21s because they're not our players. So take out those 9 under 21s, that's 28 players to fit into the 25 squad places. Suddenly, it's looking a lot easier. You then have to assume that Kozlowski's going to be deregistered until January because we're not expecting him back until Christmas, and that Killip is probably on his way or won't be part of the squad, given that, not Killip, sorry, Bursic, given that Killip has signed a new 2-year contract to be our third choice keeper. So it just leaves us with one over. And then we start thinking about, well, what about Farrell and LaRue, who've been told they can find new clubs? And then we were assuming that Kavuma Queen's coming in on loan from Chelsea. And probably
so recently Harvey Blair as well, right?
That's right, actually, yeah. So I was going to say add Harvey Blair to that, and we assume they're not going to be playing for us. Suddenly, that brings us down to 25. So we're already looking like it's a lot easier to sort of build that 25-player squad. We assume Kavuma Queen's going to come in on loan, so we need to find a spot to replace. So yeah, it puts us down to kind of having a one-in, one-out policy. So what looked like a very difficult job ahead of us. So a bit of optimism.
Have the injuries helped or hindered?
Well, it's an odd one with injuries. So with Kozlowski being a sort of long-term injury, obviously he doesn't have to be registered, so that's one spot that's okay. But we don't quite know what's happening to Waddingham yet, and he could be out for. Initially, we were saying 6 to 10 weeks, but it could be longer than that.
But I think Waddingham still counts as an under 21, doesn't he?
Exactly. So. You're good, Adam. You've been doing your research.
Sorry.
So with Waddingham counting as an under 21, his injury kind of has the opposite effect with Kozlowski, because we have, as a player, he doesn't count towards our 25. So whether he's injured or not, he doesn't free up a space. So the only player who potentially could also be a sort of a contender for being deregistered because of injury is. Christ, I forgot his name.
Cashy Anderson.
Cashy Anderson, yes, Cashy Anderson. So we don't really know how long he's out for, and I would imagine that if he's going to be out any longer than November, then we'd consider to deregister him as well. But that's assuming we can't shift players out. And also, I think John Messina was talking about moving on at least one defender.
So with the loans, how many loans have we expended so far? Just the two. Just the one.
Just the two so far. No, just the one so far. The one there will be two. One officially, which is Benji Arthur.
So we have to imagine we're keeping some back for January then, just in case.
Possibly, although one thing that we have talked about is if Waddingham's going to be out long term, he's potentially bringing in a player that can play anywhere across the front line, probably on loan. So that you imagine that's going to be one spot. The spaces where he could potentially bring in a loanee, possibly in that defensive midfield place, if he can't find a replacement for Cisse, who we thought was sort of nailed on coming in.
Well, I don't think, as Mourinho said, no more this week. So if the Chelsea lad comes in, it'll be next week, I think, and then they're going to have to assess things up front for the last couple of weeks before the end of the transfer window. Excellent, thank you for that, Phil. What we'll do is we'll before your opening season quiz, we will talk about West Ham, because as Kim said, we've sacked off the League Cup in round one, as we usually do. Last Saturday, Pompey made their customary exit from the League Cup in round one with a 3-1 loss to West Ham at the Olympic Stadium with goals from Bowen and Castellanos. Pompey scored first with a deflected Segacic shot, but a combination of individual brilliance and poor defending gave the home side a lead that Pompey never really looked like recovering. So, Reece, you were there on Saturday. I think you were only one of us that went. How was
he probably had the worst view out of all of us.
Yes, yeah, that's probably true.
Well, the pre-match boozer was great because it was the Carl Horses where I mainly started out. But Adam's right. The ground is just horrendous as a football stadium, and the away fans are actually, well, considering we've got 9,000, I thought, we're going the upper tier. We'll get a good view. But you've got, where they have gigs and things, you've got the stage right in between the front row of supporters at the very front behind the goal, a massive stage blanking area, and then upper tier, and you could hardly see anything. It was probably one of the few games where you ought to have a pair of binoculars. It was a good game. I mean, let's put it. Or should I say, a good start? As much as I could see, it was really hard to recognise the players, actually, especially the new players. But for the first 35 minutes, I think we played really, really well, knocked it around, got a goal, and then did the typical Pompey thing of complete suicide and just let 2 goals in. Devlin just didn't have a good game at all, and I hope that's that's not a sign of things to come. But maybe it's because we're just up against better players. But overall, we're just in control of the game and just shot ourselves in the foot. The biggest thing for me was he was like, I think 3 goals in 7 minutes. The 2 centre backs were just nowhere near. Certainly a couple of the goals, and considering Paul and Shaughnessy are our best first choice centre backs, I thought they looked pretty poor. I mean, if we got another goal, you never know what could have happened. Made it 3-2, but we came back into the game for the last 20 minutes. Looked good, made some changes, but couldn't quite get the goal. But in the end, it was there for the taking. But yeah, just didn't quite do enough. And in the end, unfortunately, Premiership quality, home crowd, good manager, key player in Jared Bowen. Quality shone through, unfortunately. So,
Do you
Go on,
think?
Kim. I was going to come to Simon first, but you go first. I was going to say,
Oh,
Sam seemed a bit frozen that first 35 minutes. Didn't really offer anything, did they? And then once they clicked into gear, I mean, it was a great turn by the guy on the wing, round Paul, a clipped ball that got them the equaliser. But for that first 35 minutes, they looked frozen. It was really weird.
Yeah, I think watching on TV obviously had a better view than you, Reece. I think firstly, a £10 ticket, pound for kids, brilliant. Football should be more like that, affordable to supporters. Yeah, first 20 minutes, Pompey played really well. Obviously, the goals that we conceded, we should have done so much better. It's really evident that the defence just was nowhere to be seen. I think for me, it was really obvious the gap between a team that's just come down from the Premier League quality that they had on the pitch, particularly in players like Jared Bowen, and our sort of inability to deal with that. We were good for the first 20 minutes. As we said, West Ham looked pretty frozen. But then that gulf between us as a lower end of the Championship side last season, obviously hope we can do better than that this season, and a side that's just come down from the Premier League, that gulf is great, and we should just be really aware of that and sort of not see it as a real negative for Pompey. I just see it as a bit of an extra warm-up game, an extra pre-season game. Don't care about the Carabao Cup particularly. Obviously, if we won it, I'd be thrilled. But as usual,
We're not going to. Spoiler alert.
Going to, yeah. Spoiler alert. We're out already. But that was sort of my take on the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So Simon, there were positives. I thought 2 or 3 players had some really good games. Obviously, Segacic with a goal. Who did impress in that first 30, 40 minutes for you?
I think Shane looked cool and calm. Managed to thread some nice balls through. I think the new guy on the wing, whose name has completely escaped me.
Brooks Smith?
Brooks Smith.
Yes.
So, Brooks Smith on the wing looked very good. Again, same as Darmstadt, he kind of ran around a lot and looked like he might be out of his depth a bit, but then calmed down and started to play and contributed really well, I thought, to the overall. As Kim said, we are miles away from them as a squad. I mean, you look at what they've sold. One player they've sold this close season is more than we've spent in the last 30 years, I think, on players. It's just a gulf that hurts, because we're all football teams, and yet there's this financial thing, and especially with the parachute payments from the Premiership, it leaves a nasty taste in the mouth almost, because it's a 1 in a million chance that you'll actually be able to compete against that and get up into the promised land of the Premiership.
Yeah, I thought I'm a bit more positive than that. I thought we did match them for quite a bit, and especially when we made the changes in the second half, Phil, to go 3-5-2, and I thought the players that came on, like Kenny, I thought Kenny had a great 20-25 minutes when he came on that right hand side and caused all sorts of trouble. And also Segacic, when he eventually went to the left, he had 2 or 3 shots. 1 or 2 he probably should have crossed and passed, which was my one frustration with him. He seems to shoot whenever opportunity he gets, and obviously he does score goals, but I think he's got to learn that there are maybe 1 or 2 better options in a game. So I thought bookended. Obviously West Ham played well enough for the half an hour in the middle to win the game, but I thought first 30 minutes and last 20 minutes, I thought we were the better side.
I don't know why you're asking me, Scott, because I've seen 2 minutes of highlights, because while that game was being played, I was lying by a pool at what you described as a holiday camp, or what I described as a 5-star hotel in Cape Verde. So I have nothing to add here of any
I
value.
shall redirect everything I said to Adam. Go, Adam.
Yeah. So yeah, I think what's the most surprising actually is we figured that our defense was probably going to be quite good if it was settled with our starting back four, right? And the defense really let us down actually in a couple of key moments. Going forward, I actually thought we looked pretty good. We created some opportunities, and we know that's still a work in progress. We know we still have a lot of attacking players out injured, and I thought the guys that came in made a good account of themselves. So for me, what really let us down was just either side of the half was just some really poor defending. And I was surprised by, as Reece said, Paul and Shaughnessy just letting players free 10 yards from the goal, and it's indefensible. But also, again, repeating what Kim said, is that, it's for me, it's just a pre-season. I don't think anybody really cared about the result of that game. We know we're still missing players. We know there's still a lot more to come. But yeah, it's fine. We didn't. I thought we held our own, but yeah, I think we also showed where we got
I'm
it.
now going to call it the Moose Cup because you
Moose
called it the Caribou Cup, not the Carabao Cup.
Well,
So we can call it the Moose Cup from now on because we don't give a shit about the Moose Cup.
Yeah. Also, we're never going to have to discuss it again this season, so it's fine. We
No,
call it whatever we want.
what we want. Yeah, call it what we want.
Yeah, it's now.
What's it? And what has it been previously? The Milk Cup, the Rumbelows Cup.
The Rumbelows Cup.
Rumbelows. Can we call it that?
The Rumbelows Cup. Yeah.
I mean, digging into the depths of my brain here, but yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure Caribou is any better than Rumbelows. Milk Cup. I liked it. It's a Milk Cup.
I do think the one worrying thing though was, having watched the highlights, is the two goals, as you said, did look alarmingly familiar. And even though it was we're all talking about it as a glorified friendly, they were goals that we've seen conceded, the sort of goals we've seen conceded over the past couple of seasons, and it is worrying that we're still making the same mistake.
Yeah, I think agreed. Yeah.
Yeah,
Adams was really annoyed he had to play the match at all because he was desperately trying to get himself sent off.
Stop playing him at number 10 then.
I was going to say, stop playing him at 10. He might be a bit happier.
Christ. I think he picked a fight with at least 4 players during the course of the match. The referee had to speak to him on 4 occasions and booked it. I think he did get booking, didn't he, for one particular flare up? But yeah, on another day, I think he could have seen red. So yeah, he obviously.
Although I did see him recently as well say that he's played number 10 before and he's happy to do it and he thinks he could do a job there, which is, I think, contrary to anybody else who's ever seen him play in that position. I will never understand what Mousinho sees in him as a number 10. I love him. I think he's a great player, but yeah,
maybe he's just lulling the entire division into a false sense of security, and he's going to put him back to number 6,
just hustling the whole way.
Swift up there, who's a much better deliverer of the ball. So
yeah, and is also awful at playing the other position.
Yes, exactly. Everybody's a winner.
I thought Swift had a decent cameo when he came on, but I mean, I think West Ham were in second gear there anyway, and just holding us off like a boxer trying to get through the last couple of rounds. I'm winning on points, so I don't really need to do anything. So thank you very much, everyone. Let's get on to the quiz, please, Phil. Let's see how we all do at the start of the season.
Okay, so the big news story, obviously, in the last couple of weeks is the return of the prodigal son, Abu Kamara. So I thought, let's have a quiz about players who've played for us, gone away somewhere, and come back and played again. So
okay.
there's not a huge number of them. Some of them are very easy. Some of them might be quite tricky.
I'll take Peter Crouch.
Well, that's what we're seeking. He may or may not be in there.
Yeah. I think you have to ask the questions first before giving the answer. I think that's how it works, isn't it, Phil? Just checking.
Yeah. No, absolutely not. That's a point to Kim. So,
you know my philosophy: rules are only there to be broken.
Okay, so basically, we're going to have 3 players each, and in the event of a tie at the end of this, I have a fiendish tiebreaker. So we're going to go in alphabetical order because I couldn't be bothered to try and come up with anything better than that. So Adam, pick a number between 1 and 15, please, mate.
I'll take my lucky number 6.
Number 6. Right. So this player started his career at Portsmouth in 2000, played to 2005, but only made 7 appearances. He went out on loan to Leyton Orient, Kidderminster Harriers, and then eventually to AFC Bournemouth, where he played 211 games. He then went to Crawley Town, and then in 2013 came back to Portsmouth on loan, played 14 games and got 2 goals, and then we signed him permanently. He played another 10 games for us. Who was he, Adam? And I'll give you a clue. He's not one of the easy ones.
That's tough.
2013 is the year we signed about 98 players, if you remember.
Exactly.
He's one of them, Adam.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it was not. Wasn't it 92? Didn't you tot it up, Phil, at one point? And it was 92 we signed that season, or something ridiculous.
Something
anyway.
like that, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to push you, Adam.
Yeah, you are. I'm going to have to pass. I don't know.
It was Sean Cooper.
I've got nothing. Sean Cooper.
Sean Cooper.
Oh.
And
Do you know what?
Do
you know what? You could have given me another 6 months and I wouldn't have got that one.
And
all right.
Interesting Sean Cooper fact. Does anyone know which Premier League team he's currently first team coach for?
Watford.
Fulham.
Watford. Yeah, Premier League. It was Bournemouth,
Fulham.
but not anymore.
Brentford.
No, can't be
No.
Brentford. First
Liverpool.
team coach.
Brighton.
It's first team coach at Liverpool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Working
There you go,
alongside our old Richard Hughes then. who
Exactly,
corrected-
yeah. So boy done good. Boy done good. So unfortunately,
I bet he doesn't even remember that he played for Portsmouth twice.
Oh,
Am I eliminated now? Was that my one chance?
No.
but we're now going to
okay,
move
all
on.
right.
Move on. Kim's next. So Kim, pick a number between 1 and 15 that isn't number 6.
my lucky number is 4, I think.
So this player started his career at Pompey, played 104 games between 2014 and 2019, scoring 22 goals. He then went on loan to Coventry City, where he scored during that period, where he scored 5 goals in 20. Coventry then signed him permanently, where he got 11 appearances, 3 goals. He then moved on to Barnsley, 15 goals in 78 appearances. Ipswich Town, 154 games and 49 goals. And then he returned to Portsmouth for the 2025-26 season. It's not Peter Crouch, Kim. I'll give you a clue.
Connor Chaplin.
Yes, very good, Kim. Kim is off the mark, up and running. Next up is Reece.
Number 8, please.
Number 8. Okay, so this player started his career at Charlton Athletic, then moved to Luton Town, then moved to Liverpool, then moved to Tottenham, then moved to Pompey in 1992, where he played 73 games and scored 14 goals. We then sold him to Manchester City, where he got 16 goals in 53 games. He then returned to Pompey for the 95-96 season, where he got 5 goals in 21 games. Who is he, Reece?
Paul Walsh.
It is indeed Paul Walsh. Well done.
Honestly, Sean Cooper.
Was it lucky number 6, wasn't it?
Right, Scott, you're up next. Pick a number.
I'll go for 15.
Number 15. Okay, number 15. So, this player started his career at Tottenham Hotspur, but didn't actually make any appearances. They loaned him to Dulwich Hamlet and IFK Hasselholm. He then moved to Queen's Park Rangers, where he scored 10 goals in 42 games. Then in 2001, he signed for Pompey. He got 18 goals in 37 games this season. We promptly sold him to Aston Villa, where he scored 6 goals in 37 games, and then 4 goals in 15 games on a loan to Norwich City. He then moved to some team of red and white stripes who I don't know the name of, where he got 12 goals in 27 games. That prompted a big money move to Liverpool, where he got 22 goals in 85 games. He rejoined Pompey in 2008 for the 2008-2009 season, where he netted 11 in 38. Scott, who was he?
Is it the popular answer, Peter Crouch?
It is indeed Peter Crouch. Well done.
Thanks for that, Kim.
Last one of this round. Simon, pick a number.
Number 13, please.
Number 13. Okay. So he started his career at Pompey, where he scored 15 goals in 54 games. Also got 5 goals in 14 games on a loan to Exeter City. He then signed for Manchester City, where he got 10 goals in 40. Moved from Man City to Crystal Palace, where he got 6 goals in 32 games. They loaned him to Birmingham City, where he failed to score in 8 appearances. He then returned to Pompey in 1999, where he played 5 years, playing 99 games and scoring 28 goals. Who is he, Simon?
Peter Crouch. When did he start playing for us? Sorry.
He started playing for us in 1995.
I think I know this one.
No, I'm not going to get that.
Reece,
I'll go for
if you
a
want,
bonus half a point.
you can try.
Lee Bradbury.
It is. It's the man with 3 Christian names, Lee Bradbury.
Wait. Where'd this budget come from?
Where to spend your half a point on that, Adam?
Very frugal.
You're still on 0.
I've got access to 5 sound effects, and that was the only time I thought I could employ one. So we'll see what happens.
That's good knowledge.
All right, Kim, your turn. Pick a number.
Back to me. Oh yeah, it's just been
Back
Reece.
to you.
I'll take unlucky for some number 13 if it hasn't gone yet.
It has.
That was Lee Bradbury.
Oh, it was Lee Bradbury.
Yeah.
The answer's Lee Bradbury, Kim. You win.
I win.
Half a point.
I forgot to use. I take number 8.
Number 8 is also gone. That was Paul Walsh.
Right, what numbers are left, Phil?
14. I take number 14.
14. All right. So, 14.
It sounds bad.
This sounds bad. Yeah.
This player started his career in 1999 at Jomo Cosmos, where he scored 20 goals in 45 games. He went on loan to Grasshoppers, where he got 1 goal in 25 games. He then moved to Auxerre, where he scored 19 in 72. Pompey then signed him, where he scored 19 in 70, so a very similar goal-scoring record. The theme that seems to be developing here, we sold him to Man City, like we sell everybody, where he got 4 goals in 23 games. Went on loan to Sunderland, where he failed to score in 8. Blackburn, where he got 3 in 18. And then he returned to Portsmouth in 2011 to play 18 games in that season, but only scored 1 goal. Who was it? And I'll give you an extra clue. After he left us, he went to Chipper United. Whoever the fuck they are.
United.
Apologies to any Chipper fans who are listening tonight.
The only player I know who played for that weird team you said at the beginning was Benjani, wasn't it? But it's
It was
obviously not.
Kim.
He didn't come back to
No,
us.
stop talking, Kim. It obviously wasn't. It obviously
Have it out. It was Benjani. It was Benjani.
Yeah, that's right, Kim.
Benjani. You can make it that bit out about me not remembering him coming back.
Or Benjamin, as he's known on.
Listen, we're only 32 minutes into the pod, and I've got a shitload of editing to do already. So
Yeah, it's going to be a long one, Scotty.
Number one.
Number 1. Okay. So started his career in Stoke City in 2004, played 51 games, went on a number of loans that I'm not going to go through them all, including one to Portsmouth. The 2010-2011 season, where he played 36 games without scoring. He then moved to Watford, where he played 43 games, scored 2 goals, and we had him back on loan for 6 games. He then went on to play for numerous teams, most of which were in the north.
Not a clue. Yeah, don't know. Do not know.
Anyone? Bald-headed left back.
Bald-headed left back.
Not Matt Robinson.
Not
or,
Matt Robinson, the other one. Well, actually, more of a buzz cut than bald.
Oh, he's not the nutty Watford left back, was he? That we played Robinson or something?
Yeah, he is. No, Dickinson. Carl Dickinson. It was.
Carl
Dickinson.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right, and he's never played for Man City either.
Wait, was that the answer? Carl Dickinson was the answer?
Carl Dickinson was the answer.
Yeah.
He played for us twice?
Yes. Yeah. He was shit both times.
Yeah.
Benjani came back. That's a massive error.
Right, on to Scott.
Number 1, please.
That was the last one.
Oh, sorry.
Come on,
Pay
keep up.
attention.
9.
Number 9. Okay, number 9. So number 9 began his career at Portsmouth. Only played once. Went on loan to Wycombe Wanderers, Dagenham Redbridge and Cheltenham Town. Then he signed permanently for Cheltenham Town, where he scored 12 goals in 86 games. Went to Bristol City, where he scored 11 goals in 244 games. Cardiff, where he scored 5 in 100. And then in 2022, he returned to his boyhood club. Who was he, Scott?
Is the answer Marlon Pack?
It certainly is Marlon Pack. Well done.
Thank
I
you
didn't
very
get
much.
any of that till you said 2022. He was.
I'm not going to
Cardiff.
give myself.
It was-
I'm not going to give myself a clap because that was very.
Yeah,
Yeah, you don't
straightforward.
deserve it. That was it. Anybody who's currently playing for us, you don't get a clap.
Yeah.
Simon, on to you.
Number 7.
Number 7. This is one of the tricky ones.
Oh,
When I say tricky, I mean really, really tricky. So this player started his career at Portsmouth. In 3 seasons, he managed 2 appearances. He went on loan to Newbury, Kidderminster, AFC Bournemouth, Boston United, and Gais.
And who?
Then Gais, Gais. He then signed for IF Elfsborg, where he got 25 goals in 123 games, and he had loans to Friedrichstadt, Djurgården, and back to Portsmouth in 2013, where he scored 1 goal in 9 games. He then travelled the world for the next 7 years, playing for clubs that you've never heard of.
well, I've probably never heard of him, so I'm going to have to, I'm afraid.
Anyone want to hazard a guess?
I
Look.
can't remember his name, but I know
Is it
who
not-
you're talking about.
Is it Jake Jarvis? Or Jarvis?
No.
No, I thought, no, don't know.
No clue. I've got no clue.
As soon as you say the name, I'm going to know. But he had a really good career in Sweden, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah, as soon as he
Yeah.
says the name, I'm going to know as well because
Yeah.
he's going to say the name.
No, because there was actually. I remember at the time there was an article in the Pompey press about something about him having a great, like several-year career in Scandinavia, but obviously, as you said, never made it in Pompey. But I can't remember his name, so go for it, Phil.
James Keane.
With an E on the end. Yep.
With an E on the end, yes, very good.
Yeah.
That doesn't prove anything, Scott.
Okay, Adam,
Oh.
time
God.
to pick
All
your
right.
make your last.
I regret
efforts.
taking the piss now. Oh, what numbers have we got left, Phil?
You have got number 2.
Number 2. That's fine. That's good enough.
All right. Okay. This player started his career at Aston Villa, no goals, no games. Bristol City, made 5 appearances, had a number of loans all over the place, generally in the southwest of England. In 2011, he signed for Portsmouth, played 25 games, didn't score any goals. He went on loan to West Ham, where he didn't score any goals or play. He then went to West Ham signed permanently for West Ham. 2 years there, no goals, no games. He had 2 loans to Ipswich, where he played total of 24 games, no goals. AFC Bournemouth, no goals. I'm giving you some hints here, Adam, where he scored no. He then went to Charlton Athletic, 53 games, no goals. Nottingham Forest, 12 games, no goals. And he then returned to Portsmouth in 2018 on loan for a single appearance, no goals.
Clearly a
Come on.
keeper, isn't it?
So with such a
Kim.
fantastic goal scoring record, it's amazing that we
It's a
signed him again.
striker. It's a striker.
Wait, he's a striker who scored no goals anywhere.
He's not a striker.
He's either a keeper or a groundsman.
Yeah, I said
Got to be a
anyone.
keeper, right?
Come
Is
on,
this
Adam,
another
you're
one of
fully
those
paid up-
really
you're a
obscure
fully paid
ones?
up member of the
He-
Goalkeepers Union.
Yeah, I am, but it sounds like he played 2 games for us in total, right?
No. He played 2 games when he came back. No, 1 game when he came back on loan, and 25 games when we had him permanently.
I,
He played 20.
I think I know who it is, but I could be.
Adam,
I don't know. I've got nothing.
go on, Reece. Give us your knowledge.
Is it Patterson or something? He had a kind of a bowl cut or something.
Do you mean Andy Petterson?
That's it.
Pedersen.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't
Pedersen.
him. It wasn't
It
him.
wasn't
No,
him.
Wasn't him. No.
I don't know him then.
I'm duty bound to do this to you at least once a season.
Yeah,
Reece.
that's right.
It was
fine.
Stephen Henderson.
Genuinely,
Exactly.
right? I've had Sean Cooper and Stephen Anderson, and if anybody listening to this can remember a single impact they made on any game for Pompey ever,
Yeah.
they're a better man than I am.
If only
I'll
you
take it. I'll take the loss gracefully. It's fine.
If only you had the choice
Sound
to
like
choose other players, Adam.
Right, Kim.
Oh, what
Kim,
number
over
is
to you.
number 3? I'll take 3.
Number 3. Okay. So this player started his career at Millwall. 5 goals in 52 games over a 7-year period. He went on a number of loans, too many to mention, including one to Pompey, where he played 5 games, scored a goal.
What year?
Eventually, 2013. But eventually, Millwall got rid of him, sold him to Doncaster Rovers, where he scored 61 goals in 134 games. He then triumphantly returned to Portsmouth in 2019, where he stayed until 2022. He made 93 appearances and scored 28 goals.
2019 he came back. Millwall, loads of loans, came back in 2019.
Spent most of his playing time on the floor moaning.
And he...
Oh, now I know, yeah.
And his most number of appearances were at Doncaster before we signed him.
Oh, yeah, got it.
That's right, Kim, I haven't either, so...
Millwall, Doncaster, spent most of his time rolling around on the floor in 2019. 2019 scored loads of goals. Marquis?
Yes, Kim.
Yeah.
Well done.
I had to take a minute. To be fair, the first 2 that I had were very easy.
So was that one.
Well,
Yeah.
I did that was probably in my off season.
Sounds like easier than Sean Cooper.
Wait, Sean Cooper, and I've already forgotten the name of the goalkeeper.
Anderson.
Hans Christian Andersen, according to you.
Yeah, that was the guy, yeah.
Reece, you're up next.
Just any number, I don't mind.
Okay, I'm going to pick number 5 for you then, Reece. So, number 5. Started his career at Portsmouth. 7 games, no goals. Had loans. This is in 2008. He had loans to Dagenham and Redbridge, Notts County and Swindon. Then in 2011, he joined Swindon permanently, where he played 91 games, scored 23 goals. He then moves on to Bournemouth, where he scored 31 goals in 130 games. And then went to Newcastle, where he scored 20 goals in 187 games. Then in 2024, he signed for Portsmouth, where he played 1 season, 39 games and 5 goals.
Matt Ritchie.
It is Matt Ritchie, Reece, correct.
Well done, Reece.
Right, on to Scott.
The higher of the 2 numbers that are left, please.
There's actually 3 numbers left because I seem to have fucked up somewhere and only
That's
asked Adam
because you missed me when I
2
said Lee
questions.
Bradbury. I ruined everything.
Oh, yeah, sorry, Adam.
You didn't even give me a point for it.
For editing purposes, do you want me to do yours or do you want me to do Adam's?
I don't care.
I do mine first, and then Adam, and then Simon.
All right. Scott, pick a number. The numbers remaining are 10, 11, 12.
11, please.
Number 11. Right. So I'm not going to go through all the clubs he played for because that would probably take up an entire pod. Suffice to say that when he first played for Portsmouth, it was 1998. I'll tell you, he started his career at Fareham Town. He joined
Steve
Pompey in
Claridge.
Steve Claridge, yeah.
As soon as you said I'm not going to go through all his clubs, I went,
Yeah. The original footballing nomad.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Right. Simon.
10.
Okay. So this player originally played part-time for Waterlooville and Yeovil Town, then signed for Portsmouth, where he scored 88 goals in 160 games between 1989 and 1993. This earned him a transfer to your neck of the woods, Aston Villa, where he scored 5 goals in 25 games. He then went out on loan to Wolverhampton Wanderers, where he got 8 in 13. Moved on to Sheffield Wednesday, where he got 22 games in 113 games. Went to Wolves again on loan. Then came on loan to Portsmouth. He only played 9 games, but scored 7 goals. He played 4 games on loan at Watford. Pompey then re-signed him permanently in 1999. He stayed for 2 years when he scored 4 more goals in 26 games.
Corporal punishment, Guy Whittingham.
It was corporal punishment, Guy Whittingham. So well done, Simon. And now there's one player.
Now, the person left is Peter Pickerson, who played for Portsmouth once in 1953.
So, number 12. I'm sorry. Peter Pickerson. I really wish we had signed someone. So this player started his career, Adam, at Portsmouth in 1994. He was with us 94 to 97, where he scored 10 goals in 62 games. We sent him out on loan to Cardiff City towards the end of his time, where he got 2 goals in 5, and we then sold him to Derby, where he got 25 goals in 125 games. Derby loaned him to Barnsley and Stoke, where he failed to make much of an impact. He then loaned him back to Pompey, where he got 3 goals in 6 games, and then Portsmouth signed him permanently in 2002. He only played 10 more games, in which he scored 1 goal, but we loaned him out to Walsall and Swindon. He then went on to play for a number of different clubs.
Dion Burton.
Very good, Adam. It is Dion Burton.
As soon as you said
And,
Derby, that was the one there.
So there we go.
I earned that. On this one.
And if you've got a spare minute, have a look at his Wikipedia, because he's topless and he is buff.
Ooh.
So
like
the
Reece.
scores on so the scores on the doors at the end of that. So we've got Adam and Simon on some very hard-earned 1 point. We've got Reece on 2, but we have a tiebreaker between Simon, between Scott and Kim.
Tiebreaker.
So,
how does the tiebreaker work?
the tiebreaker is going to work. It's whoever shouts out the name of this player first will be the winner, and it's not an easy one. So, you ready? So this person started his career at Portsmouth in 1975, where he played 63 games and scored 7 goals between 1975 and 1977. We then sold him to Swindon Town, where he got 21 goals in 147 games between 1977 and 1981. In 1981, he returned to Portsmouth, where we got 11 goals. Played 11 games, scored no goals. We then sold him to Brentford, and he went on to play for Brentford, Swindon, Stoke, Leeds, Luton, Sheffield United, Middlesbrough, Sheffield United again, Bradford, and Welsh Pool Town. Who was it? Yes, Kim! It is Chris Kamara.
Have we got a penalty over there, Kamara?
That deserves a round of applause.
That does deserve a round of applause.
I love Kamara.
It also meant.
All right, easy now. Easy.
It also meant that I didn't have to do a very laboured clue to tell you that he had an unbelievable career. But well done, Kim. You're our winner tonight on your debut. Well done.
Come on.
Thank you very much for the quiz, Phil. A great start to the season. I think we discussed this before. We're not going to have them every week because obviously we've moved weekly, and I think we will be doing much shorter episodes most of the time. But we will have a bumper episode at certain points through the season, and we'll definitely enjoy another one of your quizzes. So thank you very much for that. So Saturday's game, start of the season. Now we're out of the Moose Cup, and it's QPR at home. So I did the stats on West Ham last pod, and this is another team we've rarely played. Only 43 matches between the two of us in just over 100 years. 13 wins for Pompey, 14 draws and 16 losses. And obviously last season it was a 1-1 draw at Fratton Park, and then one of Pompey's regular implosions away from home with a 6-1 loss, which was QPR's biggest ever win over Pompey to date. They didn't really set the league alight last season. They did flirt with the playoffs, but fell off badly the second half of the season. Looking at their squad, they don't really have anyone who stands out, but they've got James Dunn and Ronnie Edwards at the back, and they were pretty decent last season. I remember Dunn scoring a goal against us at Fratton Park, and Edwards always had a bright future ahead of him, but has never really reached the heights that he was touted to have when he was at Peterborough. So they have a solid defence, which Colby will have to try and unlock. And then their main playmaker is Isaiah Chair in midfield, and it's a bit difficult to tell how they'll play because they played a couple of different formations against Millwall, where they eventually won on penalties.
It's Ilias Chair.
Ilias, apologies.
You've got to put an asterisk after that.
Okay, fair enough. Ilias Chair is the playmaker in midfield. Hopefully he's got 2 legs rather than 4. Like I said, I don't know how they'll line up because they played a couple of different formations against Millwall, but more likely a 4-2-3-1 formation to match Pompey's. How do we think we'll do? I'll come to you first, Reece. Start of the season is always a bit of an unknown, isn't it? Because we don't know how we're going to play, and we don't know how the opposition are going to play. But it is at home against a packed Fratton Park in front of Michael Eisner, who's made his way over the Atlantic to come and see us. So how do you think it'll How do you think it'll go?
Well, I don't think it'd be too bad, actually. I mean, I think it'll be a draw. Always the first game's always tough. I'm just glad we're not playing anybody who's come up or anything like that. I'm
No, that's
excited to
next
see
week.
Kamara and see a few of the signings. But I always say 10 games in is really when you need to judge and kind of get a feel for the season. So hopefully, maybe one or two returning from injury. Who knows? But quietly optimistic. But I think it'll be a draw.
Okay. Anyone would like to be a little bit more positive than that?
Well,
Kim?
I'll say that the Kamara factor is going to be massive. And I think everybody is super excited about him coming back. I watched the club's video of him and the little interview earlier on today, and goosebumps. Just the possibilities of getting close to what he was performing like when he was with us on loan is quite tantalising. So I'm going to go for a 2-0 victory.
Nice, Simon. I like that. Kim, are you going to go along with that sentiment?
Yes, Simon said much what I was going to say about the Kamara factor. I think, as well as a footballing signing, it's also an emotional signing, isn't it? And the kind of the buoyancy, if that's the right word, that it's going to give to Fratton Park on Saturday, I think will definitely be noticeable. I'm going to go 2-1 because I think that we will concede a goal, but I feel that with the crowd behind Kamara, the excitement, the service that we potentially give, I do think that we're all sort of putting some very big expectations on his shoulders, but I feel really confident, and I think we'll win 2-1.
Excellent. Phil, how do you think we will line up? Based on now, we think we've got a settled squad, and there'll be no one arriving tomorrow out of the blue.
I think we're going to see very similar to the team that started the last game. To be honest, I think we're more likely than not, we're going to start with Shocknessy and Paul in the centre. From what I've been reading, and I must admit I didn't know much about him. What I've been reading about Benjamin Arthur, he's here to play, and Brentford have got really big high hopes for him. They turned down a multi-million-pound bid from Celtic to sign him. So I don't think he's come here to sit on the bench, but I equally don't think he's ready to start the game. I imagine we'll see Swanson at left back and we'll see Terry Devlin at right back. I think he'll stick with Luke LaRue in the 6th. I think he will play Shane or Shine in the 8th. I think he's going to make Adam and Reece particularly angry by playing Abu Adams as 10. I think Kamara starts on the left. He has to. On the right, sorry, he absolutely has to. And I think we'll go with Brooks Smith on the left, and we will go with Colby Bishop up front.
So no Segacic.
I've left Segacic out, haven't I? Oh,
yeah.
That's very good.
Yeah.
Controversial.
Yeah. No, I haven't. I'm not leaving Segacic out. I'm going to take a Segacic will start on the left then, and which is not the kind of position you necessarily expect him to.
You did raise another interesting point as well, which is the pronunciation of Shane or Shine, because we went from the internet and said that it was pronounced Shane, but actually he's come out recently and said that it should be pronounced Shine. So
yeah.
So we should adjust our pronunciation accordingly.
Would you like to give our new Serbs name another run out, Adam, as you were so wonderfully...
Oh, Milovanovic.
That's it. Look at that.
Yeah,
smashed
it. So I will say that I think Milovanovic starts on the bench, and I think rightly so. I'm not sure he's quite ready to go yet. I kind of agree with Phil. However, I'd like to think that this could be opportunity to put Segacic. Oh man! Well, let me start that sentence again. I'd like to think this would be. This is 2 weeks in a row I've had a problem saying Segacic.
You got me a bit now.
Just try our man Adrian.
Can we make this a regular feature? Just called Adam says Segacic.
Adam's pronunciation of Segacic.
Or not.
So I'd like to think he'll give Segacic a chance at the number 2. Fucking hell.
I think you're doing this on purpose now.
Can I just say thank you for taking the piss out of me?
Cut out all this. Cut this whole thing. Where do I get to?
Scott, I'll pay for this. Keep this in. Good grief.
I don't know how this became like such a
we
brain
know
fart,
exactly
right?
what you want to try and say. You want Segacic in the 10, don't you?
I'm just going to say Segs. I'm just going to say Segs.
Segs at 10, yeah.
So I think the Segs needs to play in the number 10, and I think Kamara obviously looks best on the right, and I would give Brooks Smith another go on the left as well. I think let's play with out-and-out wingers, and let's play the best players in the best positions.
He is going to start Kamara, isn't he? He's not going to.
He's not
going to dick about and go, oh, he's not had pre-season, not this, not that. He's going to have to start him, isn't he?
We've got to
Well, he's had
play to the crowd on the first game of the season. We've got to play to the crowd.
Yeah.
I was going to say he's actually had a really decent pre-season with Hull. He's been playing regularly, and he's actually popped up and scored a couple of goals. So no excuses.
No,
and
good.
I actually think that the first game of the season, this one's the difference could be the crowd in this one. I really think that this being a home game could make a difference. I think that actually Pompey and QPR are pretty equally matched in reality, when it comes to game, but I think us having a home advantage and us having that emotional backing behind, and with the return of Kamara and everything, I think that could really make a difference in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think home at first is brilliant, and I think that could, if anything, drags us to a result. It'll be the home crowd, and the fact that everyone's trying to put on a performance, and it's going to be a beautiful day, and there'll be lots of people in the bars and pubs around Fratton Park, getting into the spirit for at least a couple of hours, if not more, beforehand. So it'll be pretty raucous, I should imagine.
Is the newspaper headline going to be something like "Sun shines and shines" on Monday morning? Let's see. Look at that.
Unless, of course, he is eclipsed. But,
Topical.
Yeah, I know. Well, it might not be by the time people listen to the pod, but there we go. So I asked you all to do a little bit of homework. So I posed you 4 questions, of which you were to give me an answer to, which are based on things that may or may not happen during the season. So I will go top to bottom, right to left. So Simon, first of all, could you give us your finishing position for Pompey?
14th.
14th, and I termed it as the away game we ship 6, but what's the away game that we will implode? Because we've done it quite regularly over the last 2 or 3 seasons. What's the away game that we will just collapse and concede about 5 or 6 goals?
Usually a northern game, so let's go Burnley.
Okay, cool. And the team you, apart from the Scummers, obviously, the team you really want to do the double over?
Wrexham, for obvious reasons.
Can't argue with that. And could you give us one team to go up and one team to go down?
West Ham have got to be favourites to go up, and I will go surprise package of Swansea to go down.
Ooh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they've certainly been flirting with it the last couple of seasons. Kim, you next. So first up was finishing position for Pompey.
I was going to say 14th as well, unfortunately. So just to be...
I thought you were going to say Peter Crouch.
I could say Peter Crouch.
If you want 14th, I'll go 13th.
Okay, I'll go 14th, yeah. Thank you,
I must stress this is not a competition. There is no prizes.
Oh,
it's just aspirational.
Wait. Why am I here?
No, I'll go 15th.
Okay.
Oh, and everyone's so polite.
The possible game that might really screw up.
I don't know, so I'm going to say Wolves.
Not bad shout. Get it out. Get it over with early.
Early, and
early September.
And don't let it be too. If it's Wolves, we'll justify it, won't we? They'll just come down and a bit more quality.
And your team to do the double over.
Phil's not going to like this because it might cause havoc in the Sanders household, but I'm going to say Charlton.
No, I'm with you all the way, Kim.
I've got a justification for that, which I've thought about, which is firstly, it's my favourite away game and the one I get to the most, so I want to see us win at Valley. And secondly, purely for their absolute we never lose at Pompey arrogance last season.
That was fantastic.
I want to smash them home and away.
Yeah, I was going to say you probably nicked Phil's answer, but yeah.
So
and one team to go up, one team to go down.
So we would all have said West Ham, wouldn't we, to go up? So I am going to. I'm just looking at my notes. I wrote down a few teams, and I'm not going to say Wolves because that's too obvious. So I'm going to go Middlesbrough.
Yep, good shout again. Reece, same ones to you. Finishing position.
Do you know who's going to go down?
Oh yes, sorry. Well, you made such a meal of the first team to go up. That's completely forgotten.
Fine, move on, Reece. Over to you.
No, go on. Give us your relegated team.
Relegation, I am going to go for Cardiff.
Great answer. Reece,
Yeah.
finishing position for Pompey.
9th.
Oh,
Just outside the semi-final. Just outside
good
the
for
Good.
you.
I love it.
What
I
have
love
you
it.
done
I
with
love it.
Reece?
I love it, Reece.
But we only know that at the end of the season, so
Of course, exactly. Nothing matters until the season finishes, Reece.
absolutely.
Yeah. And the away game, we will
Well,
completely implode.
I quietly think we might not, but if I'm going Sheffield United because we always do terribly there.
Yeah, I can't remember when that is, but yeah, it's probably over Christmas, and it's probably when we've played too many games and we can't cope.
Yeah.
Adam. So
Wait. Reece hasn't finished yet.
Hang on. I'm very jaded.
No editing needed for this one.
Yeah. Reece, the team to do the double over next.
Oh,
Then.
Wolves. Absolutely Wolves. Hate them with a passion. Horrible fans. Really bad experiences away. So I hope we dick them both times.
Excellent. And I like the malice you said that with. And the one team to go up, which probably won't be Wolves, and the one team to go down, which may be.
No, it'll be. I think West Ham will go up, and Blackburn I've put for getting relegated.
Yeah, they've been flirting about with it as well.
Weight of financial burden will finally kick home.
Finally do for them. The chickens will come home to roost, won't they?
Whee!
So, Adam, your next finishing position, please.
So I've gone for 12th. I think we'll flirt with the playoffs now that the playoffs have been extended, but I think we'll do a typical Pompey and after we do the maths, it will soon flitter out and but we'll end up comfortably mid-table. But I'm going 12th.
Okay, and the away game we might implode at.
So I put more thought into this than I probably should have done, but I'm going for Blackburn away on the 20th of February, and the reason being is that I have a theory that Pompey only ever play well in British summertime, so we played terribly in the winter. This is a game in February. The next game is down the M27. They're coming to us, and that's where after we lose all hope at Blackburn away, which is a game we should win, and we think we should win, we're going to get absolutely hammered. We give up on everything, and then suddenly the next week we come back and beat the Scummers with a traditional score of 4-1.
Yes.
Nice.
Demolition Derby again.
Exactly.
And the team to do the double over. Got any particular hates like Reece?
I can only second what Reece said, and it's exactly that. It's Wolves because they just have the most vile fans I've ever come across in my football supporting life.
Okay, cool. And one team up, one team down.
So I'm going a little bit out of the box again. My dark horse for up and down. My up is going to be Norwich. I think it'll be interesting to see what Clement does with a full season. And I think that you look at their after they started the season really badly last year, I think they could put together a good team. So they're my dark horse. I'm going for Norwich. And going down again, I wanted a bit of a fall from grace team, so I'm going for West Brom.
Another team that's flirted with it for the last couple of seasons. So yeah.
Exactly, and they've still got some financial problems potentially. So yeah, I don't like it because I really like West Brom and I really don't like Norwich very much. So I'm not happy with it. But
well, if
we're going for points and apparently prizes, which I've been assured there will be some, then.
So that's very professional of you, Adam. I appreciate.
I've never been accused of that before.
I know, but you've taken this seriously. I do like that. Phil, last but not least, and obviously I'll do mine after you, but so Pompey's finishing position. We've had quite a range of answers so far.
Well, like Simon and Kim before me, I had 14 written down as well. I mean, Kim, you went for 15 in the end?
I did, yeah.
So
and Simon up to 13, I think.
I moved to 13, yeah.
Yeah, so it's all yours, Phil.
So 14 I can have then. Yeah, I'll go for 14 then.
Yeah, okay. Away game?
That we're going to get beaten up. Well, I looked at the league table and I was going, ooh, who hasn't gubbed us? And I was like, yeah, they have. Yeah, they have. Well, that was terrible. So I think, unfortunately, it's quite an obvious one, but I think it's going to happen to a lot of people this season, but I just think it's going to be West Ham. I think West Ham will spank us at the London Stadium at some point.
Yeah, final game of the season, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, then we don't care because we're already promoted by then. So
Yeah.
West
Well, I've
Do,
always said
do
it's
we
going
get
to be.
promoted if we finish 14th?
Yeah, I've always said it's going to be the title decider. So we'll see. Um, so team to do
I
the
think
double
it's more
over.
chance. So I think there's more chance of the home game being the title decider than why West Ham are going to stroll the league.
Yeah, true. Well, we'll see. So is the team you're going to do the double over a shock or not?
Well, as tempted as I am, because like any sane person, I hate Wolves and I hate Wolves fans. It has got to be Charlton, and I don't care what kind of disunity it leads to in my house. But that's the derby I want. That's the double I want. Sorry.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get.
We got it last season, so let's do it again. Let's do the double. And your team up and team down.
So my team up, much that I think it would be hilarious if they didn't get promoted. I'm going to be very obvious. West Ham are obviously going to go up. I think Norwich are going to be there or thereabouts. I think Middlesbrough are going to bottle it again. But I think Burnley could end up boring the pants off of everybody and sort of sitting around
Well,
about.
No, Parker's not there anymore, is he? Parker's not there
he's
anymore.
not
So.
actually.
No, it's gone.
No. So yeah, 1-0 to the Burnley's not going to be a thing anymore.
But no, I will go with the obvious West Ham.
Okay, and down.
I was trying to toss up between two teams, one of which is Games in Hand FC, Bolton Wanderers, who spent a whole season being really annoying. But the team I think will go down, and I want to go down, is Watford. I've got an irrational hatred of Watford. So
Why?
What's Watford done?
I just don't like them.
I want to know why it's irrational.
All right,
That's pretty reasonable to me.
If you want a rational reason, the allotments. There you go. The allotments by the stadium. There you go. I don't like the allotments by the stadium.
Fair enough.
And I don't like that unfinished stand. I don't like that either.
No. Well, I'm glad you rationalised it. You didn't need to, but I mean, it's the same as irrational was unbelievable, really.
Also, my ex-wife had a friend who was a Watford fan, and he really annoys me. So
I hate that guy. I hate that guy.
Yeah, you know him.
Oh, thanks for that. So my answers: finishing position. I'm going to go for 10th. I think I'd like us to flirt with 8th position, but we're not ready to go up accidentally or any other way. So let's have a fun season, but not stupidly go up to the Premiership. Away game we ship 6. I think who said Sheffield United? I agree with that one. I think Sheffield United is one that we've always played well there. But I think they're under Chris Wilder. They'll be really strong this season. Not strong enough to go up, but really strong. And
I remember going up to Sheffield United on, I think it was Linvoy Primus's debut, and he got sent off. And I spent the entire journey back from Sheffield going, Linvoy Primus, he's the worst defender I've ever seen in my life. Which shows that I know absolutely nothing about football.
Wash your mouth out, Adam.
But I told him that once to his face, and I said, Linvoy, I'm very, very sorry. After your first game, I thought you were awful, but I stand corrected. So,
Well, you're not alone,
prepared to say I was wrong.
You're not alone, because a lot of people were saying that after that Leyton Orient Cup game as well. So don't worry about it. He did redeem himself in the end. Team we don't want to do the double over. I've gone for Cardiff. I don't like Cardiff. I don't know whether mine's irrational or rational or irrational. I just don't like Cardiff.
Been to Wolves then?
I have been to Wolves, and I've been run from the ground to the station, so I know exactly what you and Reece are talking about. You do take your life in your hands, or you certainly used to anyway. But no, Cardiff, I want to do the double over this season, put them back in their place. And one team up, I'm going to go for Middlesbrough, and the one team down, I'm going to go for Blackburn. I think Blackburn have been. I think they've been stealing a championship place for years and years and years, and they need to go down, get rid of the Venkies, and then come back a better club, frankly. So we all know that going down eventually is perhaps sometimes the best thing that can happen to your club, whether that will be right for Leicester or anyone else. But I think it's about time that the camel's back was broken there at Blackburn, and so hopefully they go down. Thanks for all that, guys. It's been a great pod. I was a bit trepidatious of having like 6 of us on, but it's actually worked really well, and it's been a lot of fun. So thank you very much. Thank you for your contribution, Kim. I hope you come back as often as you can. And we will do this, as I said, again next week after the QPR result and look ahead to the Lincoln game. I don't know who'll be joining me, but it'll be 3 or 4 of us. So I'm looking forward to doing that. So thank you very much, guys. I hope you enjoy your weekend. Thank you for joining me on the Play Up podcast once again and doing your fantastic contributions. I may see some of you at Fratton Park. If I don't, I will see you on the pod again next week. So play up Pompey, and let's hope for a win against QPR. Bye.
Come on, you
Bye.
Blues.
Bye now.